Good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Okay. So let me share my screen. Hope my screen is visible. Okay. So today we'll be doing GRPS of week 3. I assume that you're familiar with for loop, while loop, etc.
Ma'am, I have a doubt regarding GRPA.
I'm starting with GRPA only.
No, ma'am, actually regarding code in GRPA. So
Mm, can I take it at the end of the session? Shall I move with the
yes, ma'am. Yes,
GRPA
ma'am.
1, 2, 3, and then we'll take those, okay?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, I gave OPP SCT2 and on Looker it is showing it is rejected and reason was given table is not visible. But ma'am, in the photo which I have uploaded, the table was clearly visible. Why
These
are they
things you
rejecting it
can
again and again?
Not sure. You can contact the support team itself. You can get the same image and tell them, yeah,
Okay,
that's a different team actually.
okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Ma'am, can you please explain GRP4 palindrome problem?
uh, first, actually, I'm starting with GRPA 1. We'll go in the order. Anyway, we have one more session, right? If I'm not able to explain it today, it will be going to the next session.
Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah. So I'll start with GRPA 1. So here you see, first we have this important note on while loop, right? Use while loop only when the number of iteration is indefinite. If we are not sure how many times something is going to repeat, then we will use while loop. And if you can term the steps as do n times, if you know the number of times something is going to repeat, then you can use for loop, correct? So here one more statement is given. If you can only term the steps as do until something happens, like when user input 10 and all, you can still use while loop. So you can give some condition on top of that you will be using. So a bit of wisdom, there are mainly two ways in which while loops are used in the context of taking input until a terminal word. So in method 1, what we are doing is, you see this particular block of code, a equal to input. We are taking some input for a, and next in while, this is the condition. While a not is equal to terminal word. If a is not equal to terminal word means which is going to stop, okay? Then here we will give the statements that whatever we want to execute more than one time inside the while block, and then again taking the input next a, and we'll repeat it until a is not equal to the stopping word or the terminal word. Okay, for example, if you are going to read only positive numbers or numbers greater than 0, only numbers greater than 0, then what you can do is, if while a not equal to 0, then it is a true, then we will come into the while block. Next we will read a again, so this will repeat until a is 0. So that is one method, one way of doing while loop. And the second one is while true. So true means it is going to loop forever, infinite loop. And from where we will break? We want to break, right? We have to come out of the while loop sometime, right? That we will add inside the while block itself. So here we are reading a equal to input, and then here we are having a condition like if a equal to terminal word. We can take the same example. If the number that we are entering is 0, then I'm going to break. What is this break doing? Break means exit from the loop itself. Now we will be out of the while loop. That's what we want. So the terminal word, the terminal condition, we will put inside the while block, and then we will break. Here the condition is true all the time. So is that clear? Method 1 and method 2.
Ma'am, what is the question first of all?
This is not the question. These are two different ways by which we can use while loop.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Any doubt? Okay. Then let me go through this. Note none of the problem statements can be written using a for in this particular question since the number of repetition is indefinite. So you have to write all the code that we have inside this particular program using while loop. Implement different parts of a multifunctional program based on the initial input value, and each part of the program will handle various tasks related to accumulation, filtering, mapping, and combination of these operations. None of the tasks should use explicit loop for definite repetition, and the program should handle indefinite inputs gracefully. So, what is it saying? So, here we will take the task. So, this particular program has multiple subprograms. You can call it as function in terms of Python, but as you're not introduced to that, let's call it as a subprogram. Okay. So we have many tasks like task equal to sum until zero, task equal to total price, task equal to only ed or ing, like this many tasks. So according to the input that we take here for task, it is going to execute one of the if blocks. Correct? Is that clear? That part?
No, ma'am.
See here. So we have many tasks to be done inside the same program. So one is sum until zero. So we will add the code that will calculate the total over a number of integers. Okay. And this particular part of the block will execute only when task is equal to sum until zero. Here we will take the input. This is done by the evaluator itself. You don't have to give anything. So if you see the test case, see the test case of the this particular case one. So input, the first line is sum until zero. So this is the input that is taken for this line number 8 task. Okay. And if the task is sum until zero,
Sum until
then
zero will be in
our
while loop, or where will the
right,
sum until is located in the script actually?
please repeat.
Sum until is equal to zero. It will inside the while loop or above while loop.
So while loop we have not reached, right?
Okay.
See, what I'm saying is for one task, if the task you give is sum until zero, okay, then this if block will be executed because this condition will become true and this block will be executed. Okay. And next, whatever the numbers that we have here now, this will be taken care of by whatever the code we have here. Okay. We are at to implement this anyway. So next you see case 3 is total price, the input is total price, so this will be taken by the task. Okay, task equal to total price now. So which block will be executed? Line number
19.
19. Yeah. So the first case, first if task equal to sum until zero will be a false, so it will go to the next elif. Here task equal to total price, so this block will be executed. So we are using if elif ladder. Correct? So according to the input for the task, that particular block will be executed. That part is clear, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, yeah. So in this particular question, so you're familiar with the terms accumulation, filtering, mapping, combination of this operation, right? What is accumulation? Suppose we have like some numbers from 1 to 10, and then if you are going to get the sum of these numbers 1 to 10, then we can say that is an accumulation operation. Correct? And what is filtering? Same example, if you have numbers from 1 to 10, if you are going to get only the even numbers, if you are filtering only the even numbers, then that is called as filtering operation. And what is mapping? Suppose you are taking this same 1 to 10 numbers, and you are going to take each of the numbers and then you will square it. Okay, you'll square it and print it. So that is a mapping operation. Okay, and what is combination? So we can combine filtering and mapping. Maybe you can take the even numbers and then square it, right? So that is all these tasks you will see different operations. Okay, now let's see one by one. Shall we start? The first task. Yeah, so accumulation, you see, accumulating a final result. So what we have is sum until 0, the first task. Continuously read integers from standard input until you receive a 0. Print the sum of these integers. Okay, simple, right? What you have to do? Always you can go to the test cases if you have any doubt. Sum until 0. If it is sum until 0, then you read whatever the integers that you get from the standard input, and when you have to stop when you read a 0, correct? And then what you have to do, you have to get the sum of this numbers 5, 3, 2, 10, 10 as the output. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, so let's come here. Enough, right?
Can you just explain one more time accumulation?
Accumulation means suppose you have some numbers 1 to 10. Okay, a collection of numbers 1 to 10. So an accumulation operation on this numbers is like sum of 1 to 10, all these 10 numbers. So you have a collection of numbers, then you are going to get a single output out of it. You are going to sum it and get the output. Accumulating, the term meaning itself. Clear?
Okay, ma'am. Got it.
So here, what we have, a few things are already given, we just have to fill it. So total equal to 0, we have a variable. Here reading and input, okay, that will be a string, right? We have to convert into a int. Okay, first we are getting this 5. So that is inside this n now, n equal to 5. And what will be the terminal condition? We know that when the input that we read is a 0, there we have to stop reading, correct? So what we can say about the terminal condition?
While n equals 0.
N not equals to 0.
Or is, yeah,
N
it's
greater than
n
0.
not equal to
Why
0.
n is equal to 0? Not
Yeah,
equal to 0, why?
this will work.
Yes,
Why
yes.
not equal to? Because in all other cases, when n is greater than 0, we have to read it. N less than and greater. They have not specified the negative numbers, right? So not equal to 0 is the terminal condition.
Ma'am, can we write n greater than 0?
Then it will read only positive numbers, right? In case we have negative numbers, it won't read.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we have
So
only 4 input. First one 5, 3, 2 and 0. Then why we have to stop not is equals to 0? But in
yeah,
the input we have only 0. Then we have to stop. First we will
yeah,
put 3, then
it's
second,
like,
third, and 4. Yeah. Why
I
n not is equals to 0? Not clear actually.
I understood. Yeah, your doubt I understood. So you see, we have, let's take this example itself. So first you will read 5, okay? And
Yeah.
then we want to read other numbers. We don't know what number it will be. What we are going to do is we are starting a loop, okay? So this loop should run until the number that we read is 0, which means opposite of that should be the condition. When n equal to 0, we don't want to read.
I mean,
Okay,
it may be possible the first integer we are putting which is 0. Then we have to stop. Then the sum is not equal to 10. It can be possible in the
you're
first time.
saying
Yeah.
if n equal to 0 in the first case, then what will happen? Here though, it won't enter into the loop itself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then total will be 0.
Yeah.
Correct only.
Then why we are taking in not is equals to 0? We have to consider n is equals to 0 so that we can take 5, 3, and 2 because we have accepted expected output is 10.
No. See. Okay, let me complete and I'll explain again. Okay, I think that will be better. You see, so we have only one number with us now. Rest of the numbers we are going to read inside the while block. Okay. Now we have this total variable that is going to be updated here. Total equal to total
Plus
plus
n.
n. So
Yeah.
here we will calculate the total and then the next statement to read the next input, next n, 3. Here we are going to add the n equal to reading statement. Okay, this will read which number? 3. Next we will read 3 and we will come back here. Okay, from here line number 16 will come back to line number 14. Again we are checking whether n is 0 or not. 3 is not equal to 0. Fine. Yeah. So then we'll enter into while again. We'll add that 3 with whatever that we have. 5. 3 plus 5, 8 will get here. Next line will reach, right? And here we will read 2. And from here again we'll come back and check whether n is equal to 0 or not. It is not. Then we'll enter here. Now total will become 10. The next line will read 0. Now n is 0. So here as n is 0, this will be a false, right? So
Yeah.
once the condition becomes false, then we will come out of the while loop. Next we will reach line number 17.
It's okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
So
indentation
yeah,
is required here or not?
indentation is required here. So here this indentation is mandatory. So after colon, go to next line and this indentation is what the block is defined. So we don't have curly braces, right, in Python. So this block, this two lines 15 and 16 belong to while loop.
Ma'am,
For
there
that
can be also
indentation.
other way actually.
Hmm?
For this while loop, we can use another approach,
Hmm.
which is like if while n is equals to n plus 1, n plus is equals to something, and if we will take the input and we will add until n is equals to 0, we have to skip n is equals to 0. Can it
You are
possible?
saying you're
We have
saying you
four
are
different
reading
ones.
input here and
Yeah,
directly you are checking.
yeah.
That you can do.
Because 0 is not a significant change in the integer,
Hmm.
then it can be possible we can add 0 as well. We have all the inputs are 5, 3, 2, and 0. We can add all them and the sum still will be 10.
You can try. You can try. There, like the different ways will be there. This I just followed the comments over here.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Any other doubts? Okay. Then I'm moving to the next one.
Ma'am, is it not necessary to make bases over while and factorial equal 0?
Please repeat.
Ma'am,
Factorial.
in 14th line, it is not, is it necessary or not necessary to make braces outside the while uh, after while?
Make what?
Braces, curly braces, brackets.
Okay. You are saying the condition. Okay. Like this, right? This is not mandatory. In Python, you can remove it as well. If you put also, it won't give any error. If you avoid also, no issues. So usually in Python, they don't add brackets. Okay, I think it's mentioned in Python cheat sheet as well. See here, note the condition written beside the while keyword can be placed within the round brackets, but it is optional in Python. Fine, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next one, task equal to total price. We'll see this. So continuously read pairs of integers from standard input representing the quantity and price of items until you receive the string end. Print the total price of all items. So if you see here, so total price is the task. Here we will get two integers separated by space. What is this? Price, quantity and price, right? And if you encounter a capital end, there you have to stop. Okay. So this is case sensitive, I guess, because it's not mentioned, right? So only capital end we have to consider. Let's see. So this one, elif task equal to total price is already initialized with 0 now. Now in the while, repeat forever since we are breaking inside. So we have to use the method 2 of using while loop, correct? So what we will give here, we have to repeat forever means we'll make this condition as true. Okay. And in the while block, inside the while loop itself, we will read the first line equal to input. And here we are going to check the condition. We will give the terminal condition over here. When we have to end,
If line is end,
yeah, if the line is end,
empty.
capital N, then we will break, right? Okay, if the line is not end, then we are going to process it. Take the quantity and price from the line, and then we will do something over here. We want to calculate the total price, right? So, we have the input in space separated form, right? Quantity, space, price. So first, what we are going to do, we are going to split it. You know, use of split method.
yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
yeah. So once we split, suppose we have some quantity like 2 and price is 50, we will get a list like this, right? A collection of 2 items, 2 and 50. And now, after getting that, what we will do? This 2 will go into this quantity and 50 will go into this price, right? Now quantity has 2 and price has 50. What will be the format? I mean the data type?
String.
It will be string. So what we have to do here, the next line is we will convert it to integer. Int of what?
Quantity.
Quantity.
Line.
And int of
Price.
Can we not do it in a one line?
yeah, we can do, but I think you have not introduced it to map and all, right? So this is currently according to whatever we have taught you from first 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, you will see it in, I think, week 5 or 6. You will be introduced to all those functional programming, so you will understand to do in one line. Yeah. Now, yeah. What next? Accumulate the total price. What I have to do here?
Quantity into price.
Quantity total
Yeah.
price.
Where we have to store total price.
Quantity price. Sorry.
Total price equal to plus equal to, right? We'll do it again and again. Quantity into price. Maybe we can test one by one. case 1, 2, 3. We have reached 3, 4. Yeah, 5 is next one. Okay. Shall we move to next one?
Ma'am,
Okay.
can you please increase the font little?
Yeah. Let me read the question first and I'll come to this.
Okay.
Yeah. So, filtering, selecting based on a criteria. So, only ed or ing. Continuously read strings from standard input until you encounter the word stop, case insensitive and not included in the output. Print only those strings that end with ed or ing. This is also case insensitive. Okay, which means capital ED, small ed, everything is considered same. So we don't have any comments and it's not restricted to use anyway. So first, what we'll do is, you want to see the test case? So task is only ed or ing. First line we have reading and the expected output we have reading because this reading has both ed and ing, right? And then we have completed has ed. So question is it or?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ed or ing. That's why completed will also be in the output. Ed is present. And then we have running has ing, so that is in the output. Start doesn't have ed or ing, so we don't have that in the output. Next we have capital END. Okay, END doesn't have ed, right? Yeah. I mean together. And then we have stop. Stop is our terminal condition. Yeah, stop is our terminal condition. Okay. So first we'll read the input. So once we read the input, then what we can do? We can start our while loop and we have to specify the terminal condition here, right? So if the word is
Not equal to stop.
Not equal to stop.
Word is not equal to stop.
Equal to stop.
Yeah. When word is not
Capital
equal to stop, then we will.
Ma'am, capital stop or small letter this?
Capital, ma'am.
So it is case insensitive, which means capital stop or small stop, everything is a stop. Everything is terminal condition. So what you can do is, you can convert this
We can
word.
lower use function.
Yeah, we convert into lower whatever stop that we get, any combination of stop, then we'll convert into lowercase and then we'll compare with small stop. Okay, now what we have to check, whether it contains ed or ing, right? If so, that is also again case insensitive. So we can convert the word. Maybe you can convert here itself. Okay, then you don't have to convert again and again. And if it is ending with
ED
ed
or ing.
Yeah. So if it is ending with ed or yeah.
Ma'am, it is given insensitive, so why we are converting it into lower? When it will be sensitive, then we should convert it. No?
No. Input can be sensitive, especially in the strings.
Now what he is asking is why we are converting if we are saying case insensitive. If it is case insensitive, that means all are same, right?
Means, ma'am?
Capital stop, small stop. So when we say something is case insensitive, we mean that capital stop and this kind of stop, everything should be considered to be same,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Yeah. So what we can do, in other words, we have to add this many times, right? Word equal to this stop, or word equal to this stop, or word equal to all caps.
Ma'am, this means that stop S capital T capital OP small is equal to small lower of
Hmm.
stop. So why we need to convert it?
Wait. You tell your, yeah, doubt. What is your doubt?
Yeah,
I
actually,
think
these three stops are equal as given in question. They are insensitive. So why we need to convert? If it is given they are case sensitive, then we should convert it into lower. Then we will compare with small stops.
no. So case insensitive in the sense we have to consider them as equal, right?
Yes. So why we are converting in lower?
So that anything that we get as stop, we have to consider it as a stop. If you
Can I
read a
answer that?
small stop or capital stop, then it should be a stop. We have to end it. If you
Input
simply
can
use,
be any kind of character. It can be
huh,
case sensitive or not. It can be positive or small or lower case. But all we have to convert all the input into lower case, then we have to compare with our thing, which is small stop. Input can be a capital letter, can be a small letter, anything. We have to convert all into lower
hmm,
to avoid the case insensitive problems actually.
yeah. If you say if it is case sensitive, then that means you have to consider only that capital stop. Okay, maybe we'll have some other example where we have case sensitive things. Then you will understand. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me continue this. Your voice is very feeble. Okay, so ing. If it is either ending with ed or ing, so that's why we are using or operator. Then, then what we will do?
Ma'am, we can use tuple also inside it.
Tuple is not introduced yet, right?
Ma'am, as I seen the documentation of Python code, it's
Hmm.
we can use the tuple inside it. If we want to check two things at a one.
You are asking, can I use ends with two strings?
That's I'm asking.
Ends with takes only string, right? Just see the,
We have to uh, feed that to string.
you see this ends with method is a string method used to check if a string ends with a specified index. Okay, so it should be a string or a tuple of strings. Okay, yeah, fine. You can use tuple as well if you're familiar with it. Now, now what we have to do? After checking whether it ends with ed or ing, then we will print that word. So if you see the test case, we are printing it in different lines. Okay, so simple print is enough, right? After that, what we will do? We have to get the next input. So we will add the next read here. Clear?
Then can we add all the things, all the expected output in a list or something? Because we have all three types of input, output. Sorry.
Please repeat. What do you want to do? You
We
want
can
to
create
put
a list
everything into a
actually.
list, huh?
Yeah, yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, you
We can
can
add
do
all the
that.
word in it.
Then you will again use a for loop or something to go through that to print it, right?
Yeah, but we have all the output. Then we have to check all things again and again, and then why not we can create a single loop, and we'll keep adding the output in a list, and we can print all the output at once.
Yeah, you can do that. Okay. Now, let me run this. If you get any error, we'll find it here itself.
Ma'am, can I ask one thing?
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
why we put word input in the last of the code? Is it
Here.
for continuing the code?
Yeah. We want to read the next lines, right? So we will be getting many lines like this. So this word, line number 30, will read only the first line, opened. And then we have to read all other lines, right? We have to continue reading all those lines. For that, we have put this word inside the while loop.
Okay,
Yeah.
understand, ma'am.
Ma'am,
All right. Yes.
ma'am, can you please try this test run without lower?
Yeah.
It is working.
Yeah. Why it is working? Because the test cases that we have configured may not have any other stop. That's why.
The stop is in capital, but it is stopping. You can check.
Yeah. So if all the test cases that we have configured as capital stop, then we won't get any error. This case it is small anyway, we'll get error. If it is fine, right?
So, ma'am, it is not necessary to write lower.
Have you submitted the test case? So private test 6, right? Maybe this is included already there. Submit should be there. Yeah. Both will work. The test cases won't be having any small stop or any other forms of stop. If it is having
No,
just capital
it
stop, it
is
won't
given.
be a problem.
Actually, in public test only it is given stop in capital.
Mm.
You can check,
Yeah.
and if you write
Yeah.
in the code stop in small, it will run. You can check it by writing stop in small
Okay. Got
and
it.
without writing lower,
Okay.
it will work. It works because it is written here insensitive.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. Understood. Okay. Then next one. Reverse some palindrome, right? We have to continuously read positive integers from standard input until you encounter a -1 not included in the output. Print only those integers for which the sum of the number and its reverse is a palindrome. So you have to do some few steps here, right? Want to see the test case? Okay. So here, what we are going to do is take the number and then we'll see lot of things to do.
Ma'am, we will do only programming
Number.
assignments in this session.
Yeah.
Only programming assignments, ma'am.
Only programming assignments.
Ma'am, but like we have not attempted all of them, no? So
Yes, ma'am. Its deadline is 15.
15, yeah, ma'am. First one should attempt, and then
Actually, we solve it in live sessions. I mean, we have doing this from last many terms for only Python, okay? Because it's little bit tricky for beginners, right? That's why. So suppose we are taking 56, then what we have to do? We will take the reverse of 56, that is 65, right? And then we will sum it, 56 plus 65, 121. And then we'll check whether this 121's reverse is actually a palindrome or not. I mean, this number is palindrome or not. 121, if you reverse it, it is again 121, so it's a palindrome. That's what we have to do. So then, if that is the case, then you have to print 56, not the palindrome, the number itself. Clear? Question is clear, right?
And
Yes,
if
ma'am.
it
Ma'am,
not a
please
minus,
repeat again.
-1.
Somebody has to explain again, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. So you are taking one number and then you have to take the reverse of that number and then sum it. You will get another number and you have to check whether this number that you get after summing is a palindrome or not. Palindrome means the reverse of the number should be equal to the number itself. So 121 is equal to the reverse 121, right to left, right? If that is the case, then you have to print the number itself, 56. We started from 56. Clear?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. So what we have to do, what is the condition? Encounter -1, right? Somebody's background noise is coming. Okay. So until you encounter a -1. Okay. So first thing, we have to get the number. We will convert into integer. Sorry, input. Yeah, we got the number and then we can start our while loop. We can do anyway. So here I will use the condition while number is not equal to -1. Okay. While number is not equal to -1, then what you have to do? We'll do all those things. Take the reverse of the number, then sum it, and then we'll check whether it is palindrome or not. Okay. So how to get a reverse of number?
By slicing.
Yeah. We can slice after converting the number into string of number, take string of number, then you reverse it. Okay, once we get the reversed number, after that you can convert back into integer. So we will get, I'll go with one example itself. 56 is here and here we will get 65, right? Once we get 65, what is the next task?
We have to add both numbers.
Right. We'll add that. So we can have something like n r sum equal to num plus reverse num. Okay. So we have 121 here. Okay. And then we have to get the reverse of this number, right? We have to check actually. We will check whether this number is equal to reverse of this number. And if so, then we will print 56. So we can have a
Ma'am, in the last instructor session, nested loops were not covered. So will you cover them today?
Oh, okay, okay. I'll cover. If I'm able to discuss GRP 3, I'll cover that. Very well. Okay, we have to check whether this number is equal to reverse of the number n r sum equal to again find the reverse. If it is equal, then what will you do? Print the number itself. Okay, and sorry, here we will read the next input. We have to repeat it for the next one until you encounter a -1. Is that clear?
Could you please explain the 40th line?
40th line, this
Yes.
one.
Yes,
Okay.
madam.
So this is just reversing anything. So if we have is equal to, let's have number 1, 2, 3, and if you want to get 3 to 1, then you can simply use slicing, where you will specify the starting index and ending index as default, and the next step value will be -1. -1 means it's going to read backwards, 3 to 1. So this you will get 3 to 1. So this is a normal, simplest way of reversing a string. Is that clear? -1 indicates
Yes, ma'am.
backward direction. Okay. Same thing, here we have a few more steps because our number, actually this is a string operation, right? This is a string operation. So yeah, what we have is, in number it is an int, and we have to convert that number to a string to do this slicing, right? That's why we have this conversion, type conversion into string. And then again we want that 65, which is in this format after this operation, back into int. That's why another int is outside. Now this will unwrap into int.
Ma'am, can we do this without using string operation?
Without using string, how can we do? We have to find the
Yeah,
reverse,
ma'am, we
right?
can solve it without using this.
Can you give the
We have
code
to
in the
define
chat?
reverse in the form of modulo, then we have to define number with floor division. Then again, we r value, then we have to add reverse plus r value.
I didn't understand floor division and modulo.
Firstly, we will
Yeah,
take the
ma'am.
last digit of the integer and we will successively add this to the any variable by multiplying into 10.
Oh,
Firstly,
okay,
we will
okay,
take
okay,
5.
okay, okay. Normal way of
Ma'am,
doing.
but
Okay.
that only works for numbers, not for string values. It works for string and number as well, both.
That works for numbers, but yeah, here we have numbers only. But this is very easy. That will take more than one line, right? This is one line statement, correct? In that case, for this also you will write some 3-4 lines. You will use more than one while loops, like 3 while loops you will use in that case. Try to optimize the code when you write. So
Is this session recorded?
yeah, it's recorded.
Actually, I did not find recordings of the previous sessions that happened. I checked my calendar today.
You see this?
But there was no recording of the YouTubes.
Which session?
Sorry? These are our sessions for Python.
All sessions are streamed. If you go to this channel, see here, You see here. I'm just showing, right? Programming in Python channel. You go to the live section. You'll see all the sessions listed. So we started with this one, September 25, course introduction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So can you please just post this link in the chat?
Yeah, this is the channel link itself.
Okay.
For every course, you can go like this. You just go to the home page. There, you get. What's going on here? We are discussing GRPS of week 3.
Okay. GRPS of
week 3.
Week 3. Okay.
Your test case is not running.
Ma'am, I have a doubt in graded assignment. Python.
Ma'am, syntax error due to input parenthesis is left.
Yeah, right.
Then I have a doubt. Can I ask?
Can we take the doubts at the end? Shall I move this in the same order?
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Otherwise, session will look now. When someone who see the recording, they will go mad if everything comes in between, right? So that's why I'm sticking with the content.
Okay.
Yeah. Something gone here. What is the issue? Open and close. Here we have added, then reversed, printing here.
In the odd char.
Oh, I have removed this ellipsis, right? I think that's why. So problem is, which is double string, how we are getting. Okay, no issues. So case 7 reverse some palindrome, case 8 fine. Okay, fine. Okay. Next, double string. Continuously read lines from standard input until an empty line is encountered. Print each line repeated twice. So hello, we will get hello, world. Nothing new, right? What we'll do?
Into 2, string into 2.
Right. Okay, you guys wanna try? Just put the code in the chat box. I'll give some 2 minutes. Okay, already n equal to input. We can use, I think, shift control, then it will go to next line without entering into the chat box.
When we have to stop in this?
Stop in what?
When we have to break the loop.
So what was the ending condition? Until an empty line is encountered. Empty line.
Empty line, okay.
Just colon. Yeah.
So the empty line was line number 45, right?
You mean
line number 45?
Not
line
like
number 45?
So you see something like if you give something like s equal to like this, that is empty line.
Oh,
Nothing inside, no space, no white space, nothing.
something like dotted, right?
Hmm.
That we have to write.
Yeah. So that is the terminal condition. Line shouldn't be empty space.
I have sent in the comment.
Okay.
Not equal to empty string.
Okay. Not equal to empty string.
Yes.
We are printing normally, taking the input again. Okay, working fine. Any doubt? Anyone? Okay, then I'm moving to next one.
Ma'am, please explain double string again.
So in double string, you have to read the input, and the input shouldn't be an empty string, which means nothing. Okay, and in all other cases, what you will do is you will just double it. If it is hello, then you have to print hello hello. So the multiplication operation for string will double it, right? That you know, right? So if I print s into 2, it will be 1 2 3 1 2 3. Correct.
Ma'am, this string have no gaps. If string have gap, then what will happen?
If string have what?
A gap.
Then I think this will also work. This will also be considered as empty string. Let's see. Yeah, that will also work.
Ma'am, that is also called a empty string or string with space.
Basically, white space character, empty string. Yeah, you can say a string that has one space. Actually,
It is not.
It's called a empty string or not?
It is not empty string.
Wait.
Because the bool value of this is true.
Yeah, that case. Let's see what the correct definition of empty string. Length of 0, meaning it contains no characters at all. This is considered as empty string, this, and using the constructor itself. But for us, this is also working. Maybe the evaluator part. Let's see the submission. Whether private test case is passing or not. It looks like it is also passing.
Ma'am, I am able to solve these, but these type of doubts have give me lot of trouble.
So you can just trial and error, like these kind of things. If you are finding, maybe this will work. Maybe the evaluator is not that as strict. That's why. Okay. Next is what we can do another way, length of n equal to 0. All those things.
Ma'am, length of this string is not 0.
Yeah, this one is not 0. Yeah. Maybe as it is reading a line that doesn't have anything, it is considering as. Let me see. I'll check with the one who designed. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'll go into next one. odd character, continuously read strings from standard input until you encounter a string ending with a dot. Include that string with a dot in the output. Extract characters at odd position starting from one of each line and print the result in a single line separated by spaces. Okay, odd character. So, hello world. We have to consider the line with dot as well, full stop as well, right? So for hello, what you are going to print? You'll print only those characters which is at odd position. So odd position not in the terms of index, right? Here it is starting with h. H is index wise it is 0 which is even, but otherwise it is odd. 1 is odd. That's why next next h is 1, 2, 3 and 4 we skip, then 5. Okay, and into the same line you have to add the next one for world, W, R and D. So line, we'll read the line into import which is a string, and then we have to use a while loop and we have to check whether the last character, so the line dot ends with or line dot ends with what?
Full stop.
Full stop. Okay, we have to consider the opposite, right? Not end with full stop, right? We can directly go with this. Line of -1 is not equal to full stop. There you will
Can't we
print the
write,
odd characters.
ma'am, can't we write not line dot ends with full stop?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, in this case, the world will not be considered, no?
World will be considered. So in the test case, it is said that you have to consider the word with dot as well.
Ma'am, not the exclamatory mark, not keyword.
Not keyword.
Yes, not
Not
space.
line dot
Yes.
ends with this will work. I think so. Let's see. Yeah. Then what we will do? We will print
We will use a slicing.
slicing. Yeah.
Step 2.
Easiest word. Correct. Slicing with step 2. So that will start from 0th index, go one by one. I mean, on step of 2. So H, then we'll move to L, then we'll move to O. And one more thing is here we have to add
Not
the next word in the same line, right?
end keyword we will
What
use.
will happen? Yeah. So we have to use end keyword. End equal to space.
Yes.
I think I lose this.
Hello, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. Could you please explain the 57th line? I did not get it.
Yeah, I'll explain. 1 second. Think something wrong. So when we have something like this, okay, so starting index is the start itself 0 and end index is end of the string. So this will move from start index to end index in a step of 2. 2 means first it will take this 1 and then it will add 2 to the index. So we were at 0, 0 plus 2 will reach 3, right? And then again plus 2 will reach 5, again plus 2 will reach 7. So it's like S of 0 and then S of 2, then S of 4, then S of 6. So you will get 1, 3, 5, 7. If the step is 3, then what will happen? S of 0, that is 1, then 0 plus 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. That will be 4. And again, 4 plus 3, 7, right? So we will not get anything, right, after this. No. I mean, this is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. So we'll get 7 as well. So S of 0, S of 3 and S of 6. So this is the step value, just like in the range function. Clear?
Ma'am, what about end keyword?
End
Keyword,
keyword.
END, end keyword.
Yeah. So you see, I'll print maybe I'll.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
One second, let me finish this. You see the output here. So for I in S, print I. So when you just give the print statement like this, you print first I is this 1, right? 1 will be printed, and then next loop will come to 2 will be printed, and 2 will be printed in the next line, right? So basically when you execute this line at one time, what happens is it will print 1 and then it will print the next line character /n. So it's going to the next line. So print 2, you go to next line. Print 3, you go to next line. So basically, there is this parameter called end in print function. So where the end is by default /n. Okay. If you execute this, again you will get the same output because end is /n. And if you change this parameter to something else, like a space, you see what happens? You print 1 and print a space. Okay, and in the next loop you print 2 and then print a space. If you add plus operator or plus or some and or star or anything, you will get that. So whatever you add in the end, you will get it. Clear?
Ma'am, able to understand end here, but not able to understand in line number 57. Why HLO and WRD separated by space?
Yeah.
Why
So
not each word separated?
you see, here we have not completed yet. So what happened here is we reached where we have given end and okay, this is fine only, right? What happened? What is wrong here?
Ma'am, you haven't run it yet.
Oh, yeah, it was loading. Something went right. Okay, now we don't have WRD. Oh, this shouldn't. We should include the last one also, right? We have not added that code. Okay, so what's happening here is we got hello, okay, and then it is checking whether it is ending with dot. It's not ending with dot, so it is going to print the odd characters HLO and then a space, okay, and W. Then again it is taking the world is ending with a dot, so the while loop will exit, right? Now we have to consider the last line that we read, which has a dot separately, correct? Outside the while loop. What we have to do? Simply you have to repeat this. Now this will work.
Ma'am, can you explain line number 57? I am not able to understand it. My doubt is
Mhm.
that why it not give space between every character. H space L space O space W space
Oh,
R.
okay, got it. Why you are asking why it's not giving space between the characters, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
So what exactly happened here is we are printing one line and then just printing a space. So if you want to have a space between some two, three objects, suppose I am having something like this. Okay, you see here, we have printed I. So 1, 1, 1, okay, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Now if you want some other space between those characters, then you have to add this parameter called sep parameter. You see? And in our case here, though, we have not looped on on those characters. We are just taking the string itself and then taking the slice of that particular string in this format and printing it. We have not, if you want to get space between that, and you have to use one more for loop and go through that particular slice
मैम
and
क्या मैं
then
अपना
print.
डाउट हिंदी में बोल सकता हूँ?
But I don't know Hindi.
Ma'am, you can explain in English if you understand my doubt properly.
हाँ, yeah, fine, yeah,
मैम
I'll
मेरा
try.
इसमें डाउट ये है, हमने अलग अलग वर्ड लिया तो इसमें वर्ड के बीच में गैप दिया है.
हाँ.
हेलो वर्ल्ड के बीच में इसने एंड में स्पेस दिया है. अगर इकट्ठा होता तो क्या होता, और अब नहीं है तो फिर ये ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है कि हम स्पेस स्किप कर रहे हैं, तब तो करेक्टर वाइज चल रहे हैं और गैप दे रहे हैं जब वर्ड वाइज गैप दे रहे हैं, जबकि होना चाहिए कि कोड में कि या तो करेक्टर वाइज ही चले या वर्ड वाइज ही, जैसे पहला वर्ड लिया फिर तीसरा वर्ड लिया और स्पेस भी ऐसे ही वर्ड के बीच में दिया, जबकि यहाँ करेक्टर वाइज चल रहा है और स्पेस वर्ड वाइज दे रहा है. ऐसा कैसे हो रहा है?
Wait. We had someone who explains well. Can anyone take this doubt and explain in Hindi?
Ma'am, if you understand, you can explain in English.
I lost it. First half I was able to get it, but then I couldn't.
Ma'am, my doubt is that when we are going to take slicing, we are doing slicing on inside word, on alphabets.
Huh.
When we are going to give end, that means separation. Then we use words. Why that is happening? For initially we are slicing the words, mean alphabetically doing. Then we are doing in words. What is
I got
reason in
it.
this?
Yeah, you are saying we are taking this, okay, and we are slicing it and we are getting T and I, right? And then
Yeah,
how
ma'am.
it is getting grouped, correct?
Yes, ma'am. And when we are spacing between them, then we use complete word.
I understood. So what is happening here is this is a string operation, string slicing operation. So the output of this is a string itself. We will get it as a string itself, not character by character. So when you slice this with a step of 2, you will get a string ti, not with space. It's a string itself. We don't have to do anything. Clear?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, fine. And then we are adding the space after that. Okay. And then taking the next word and then again slicing it, getting a string, then a space, repeat. And we have to include the last word with dot, full stop. That's why we are having this statement after the while loop. Clear, right?
Till now clear, ma'am. Maybe doubt come again.
Yeah, fine. Yeah. Okay.
Can you please explain this line number 59 again?
So 59 is because in question it is said that we have to include that word, the last word, which contains a dot. So in this while loop, if the line is ending with a dot, we will not enter into a while, right? So that word won't be reaching this line. Because of that, we will come here.
Okay, because it was not included in line number 57 and we had to include that. That's why we rewrite
Right.
it in line number 59. Is that correct?
Correct, correct.
Okay.
Next, only even squares. This is a combination of filtering and mapping, applying an operation to selected items. So continuously read numbers from standard input until NaN is encountered. Print the square of each number only if it is even. Okay, you can try this. Try this. Let me know once someone complete. I'll just keep it like this so that you will see the question.
Ma'am, this is case number?
Case number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
13.
Yeah.
Case 13.
13, how? Oh, okay, test case number. Yeah. This is how you are going to get only even squares. So 3, 4, 5. So only 4 is even. It's the square of it, 16.
Shall we write it in chat box or?
Yeah, you can write in the chat box. 2, 7, 8. So 2 and 8 both are even. So 2 square 4 and 8 square 64. Both will be printed.
Ma'am, here I have one doubt. Can I ask?
Yeah.
Actually, there is only one line with the full stop. That is why our 59 number line giving us the required result. If there are more than one line with the full stop, then after the while loop, the same code will work or
No, only it will take the first line with the full stop.
Okay, ma'am.
But we have not considered that. But yeah, that's a good question. Yeah.
Ma'am, what is this NaN?
It's a string here. Normally, it's not a number. Anybody tried? Okay. Double star required, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
To make it power 2.
Oh, okay.
We can also multiply int of a into int of a.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Your indentation of a is not correct. One space blank requires. Here, in
Indentation of here.
last line.
Oh, here.
Here, yes, yes. Now correct.
Okay. So fine. Fine. Okay. Any doubt? Anyone?
Ma'am, always the private cases run parallel to the public cases.
No, they are different.
No, parallel means that the number of cases till 14 is same as the number of cases in private test case, but values must be may be different.
Values may be different, right? There will be
But
two
the
private test case,
condition
two
is
registers.
means the condition is same
Uh, not all the time.
mostly.
Mostly, yeah. Usually we have two public test case and two private test case. Now, last one. Only odd lines. Where is it? Okay. Filter and accumulate. Accumulating a result with selected items. Continuously read lines from standard input until end not included in the output is encountered. Create a string by prepending only the odd lines starting from 1 with a new line character in between and print the result which will be the odd lines in reverse order. So we have some terms here. Create a string by prepending only the odd lines. We'll see that. And a new line character in between the words. Print the result which will be the odd lines anyway because here we are prepending. Let's see. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and end. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the output? 3 and 1. So odd lines, right? So first line, odd line, and this will leave next 3. 1 and 3 will come into the output. And if you see the output, it is in the reverse order. 3 comes first and then comes 1. And in different lines. We'll see a bigger one. Line 1, 2, 3, end. So here again, line 1 will consider, then line 3 will consider odd lines, and we'll add line 3 and then line 1. That's why we have output line 3 and line 1. Is the question clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. So we can have some result variable where we will add those strings like prepending and then add a new line character in between as well. Okay. So what we can do?
Can create a list.
We can create a list and then all those, yeah, fine. But we are instructed to do create a string, right?
Yeah, but we have to add
Create a
in the
string
reverse order.
by prepending only the odd lines. You will see that. Then new line character also we have to add in between. So we'll use the other way. While true, what is the breaking condition? We'll add inside this. We'll get the input lines as input, and then what we have to check whether the line we read is end or not, right? And after this, if line is end, then what we'll do?
Break.
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 Sorry, let's see happening. Yeah. Then it's a break. Otherwise, we have to consider only the odd number of lines, right? So we can have a variable that stores number of lines, not number of lines, line number. This is odd. Okay. Now we will check whether our line number that we have is odd or not. If line number mod 2 not equal to 0, correct?
Yes.
Then, yeah, then what we have to do? We can add the result. How to add into the result? It is said to prepend, right? So we won't write result equal to result plus line. We'll write the opposite. Line plus result. What else we have to add? We have to add a backslash n. So concatenation of these three strings. And once we process one line, will come out, and then we'll increment the value of line number, right? Reading will happen here. Okay, now we are ready with the result. You can print it outside the while loop.
And again, we have to take the input in while.
Here will, yeah. So this is while true, or it will run infinite, right? Until we encounter break.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, line 76, actually, how the script will know the line is odd or not?
Yeah. So line number we have initialized with 1, right? So we will check whether 1 mod 2 is 0 or not. If it is not 0, then it is odd, correct? If it is 0, like 2 mod 2 is a 0, which means that is an even. So 1 mod 2, we will get a reminder which won't be equal to 0. That means that is an odd line.
But ma'am, the input is string, then how it will be operations, arithmetic?
No, this is our variable, our temporary variable. We are not taking any input. We have a variable line number that is set as a normal int, dynamic typing, right? This is an int.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in the question
This
it is
line
given
is
line number 1. Ma'am, in question we have given input is equals to line 1, line 2, line 3 and int. Then how will we take the, we have to first convert the line 1 into a string, then we will operate arithmetic, then we will can decide is odd number or even number.
no.
If
You are
we have
saying
more
this
than
one,
two
now.
lines. Yeah,
Oh,
but we have line
see.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, as you see, this is just string, that string line 1, and this line number is different. So you see the previous test case. So here 15 test case, we have 1 2 3, right? Simple. These are simply strings. It doesn't mean like integer. We are not going to look into what is inside these lines. They are simply strings. Yeah, we can have anything like hello world, something. We are concentrating only on the line number, like which this is odd number of line, like first line. This is third line. So 1 and 3 are odd. For that, we have a variable that is going to track which line number we are in.
Okay, it means we
Madam,
have to count the number of input we have in the
Kind
script.
of, yeah.
Okay.
We don't have the input, right? Like they won't tell us we are going to give 4. They are assuming that we will be using while loop, and we have to have a
Yeah, it will
variable
count how
that
many
stores.
times I put the input inside the script. That will
Correct.
be
We don't
counted.
know that. Yeah,
Okay.
this will count it. Yeah. Okay. Fine, right? Shall I move to
Ma'am,
GRPA2? Yeah,
ma'am, line number 77.
line number 77. This one. So here, see the test case. Okay. So we have result variable where we are going to store all these lines, only the odd lines, and see the output. We are going to look through like this, right, from 1 to 3. But what we want is line 3 first and line 1 after that. Okay, so here first we'll read line 1. We'll read line 1. We'll check line 1 is equal to end or not. It is not. We'll come here and L number is 1, so it is odd. Now into the result, we'll add result equal to line plus result. Anyway, result doesn't have anything. So now what we will have is line 1 in the first iteration. Okay, then we will increment L number and L number will now become 2. Okay,
We can
and
also write result as result plus line plus and new lines symbol.
then the output will be opposite. The output will be line 1, line 3.
Okay, ma'am.
We'll see. Yeah, I'll show you. So for, okay, next input is line 2. As you know, line 2, we won't be reaching this this particular line. So I'm skipping that. Next is line 3, next odd line. Okay, line 3 will come here. And currently what is inside result? Result currently have line 1. Yeah, line 1. And now in this line, what we are going to do, we will add result. Now result will become whatever that is in the line currently plus whatever that was in the variable result. So it will be like result will now become line is line 3. Line 3 plus what was there in the result? Line 1.
Line 1.
Yeah. So now result will contain line 3 plus a slash n plus line 1. So this is how we want, right? Line 3 then line 1. So that is the prepending operation. Otherwise it will be, if you add result plus line, then it will become line 1 plus line 3, line 1 line 3. But we want the opposite, so we are doing like this, line plus result.
Ma'am, exactly. Ma'am, please repeat this one, line 3 and then line 1. Or line 1 and then line 3.
I'll show another example here. Simply S1 we have line 1, S2 we have line 2. I'll keep line 3 itself so that you will understand easily. Now I have result equal to S1 plus S2 print result. I'll keep this as result 1. Okay, see the output. It is line 1, line 3. Let me add slash n as well. You see line 1, line 3. Now I am keeping S2 first, S1 last. Okay. See the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 1 second. Hello, Shubham. Yeah, yes. Okay. Okay. So doubt is clear, right?
Ma'am, I
Yeah,
have
ma'am.
one doubt on line number 70. Here you write
Line.
race is equal to double inverted comma. Instead of
Huh.
that, if I write race is equal to input like before, is there any problem or that is wrong?
Wait. You will write input.
Uh, I mean, input means all the lines I am taking. Whatever input is.
No. You shouldn't take it here because this is our result variable. And to this result variable, we are going to add our lines, which qualifies whether it is odd line or not, right? So you don't enter, you don't take the input right into the output variable. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, for loop. So if you see the for loop, what we have is first in factorial, right? Print factorial of a given non-negative integer, then even numbers till the given input number, power sequence, for loop with the range, print the sum of positive less than. From k we have to do print the reverse and something, string iteration, list iteration. What I will do is, somebody was saying nested loop is not covered, right? So for loop, you just I think you will be knowing because now we know how to write normal loops, while loops, correct? So for loop you can do, or next session we will take. I'll go with next one. That is fine, right? Is that okay? Are you there? No response?
Yes, ma'am.
What does it
Yes,
mean?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah, fine. Okay, so here again, create a multifunctional program that performs a different task based on the user input. Program should support the following task. Given a string is, print all the possible two-letter permutation of the letters of the string. Let's see something to understand nested loop. Okay, here what we have is a string which contains Python, Python, and here into length variable, we are going to store the length of this string. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the size of the string, length of the string. Now, I have a for loop, okay, and this for loop, what it is doing, for each I in the range length. So range will take a number, an integer. So here we are giving the length. So range of 6, right? So this will be range of range of 6. Now the range will give, you can assume it like we have some numbers that start from 0 and we will have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You know, right, how range gives us the output. So range will give 0 to 5, 6 excluded. Okay, now we have this collection of numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this 4i in this particular range 0 to 5, it will loop. So each I will be, at a time it will be one number from this, right? First it will be 0, next I will become 1, next I will become 2, next I will become 3, likewise. Now inside the for loop we have another for loop now. Okay, here for j in range I plus 1 to length. So this range is taking I plus 1. It will take I at a time. So in the first iteration, let's take the first iteration, I value will be 0, right? Now we entered into the for loop. Now I value here, I plus 1 will become 0 plus 1, 1. Okay, range of 1 comma length is still 6 only. Okay, so this for loop will run from for j in range 1 to 6, which means numbers 1 2 3 4 5, right? This will come here only. Okay, next line 1 2 3 4 5. So for j in range 1 2 3 4 5, what it will do? So it will, now we are inside the inner for loop. Okay, inside the inner for loop, print s of I then and s of j, s of I comma s of j. So you will see the output as something like this. Okay, so what happened? What is I value? I value is 0. Okay, and what is j value? J value is starting from 1, right? So first j value is 1. So s of I means s of 0 comma s of 1. So s of 0 is p and s of 1 is y. So we got py here. Okay, and then what will happen? Then we will come here itself. Okay, now we are here. Once this statement is executed, we got p and y. After that, we'll come to the inner for loop. Okay, because inner for loop has not completed its execution. Now j value will become 2 now. Okay, j value is 2. I value is still 0. We have not updated I value. I value is still 0. So s of I is p and s of j is t. So we got pt. Okay, and then again this j value will update. J value will now become 3. Okay, j value when it become 3, now s of I is still 0. S of I is p and 3, right? 1 2 3 h, we'll get h, ph, and this will continue and we will reach j as 5. So in that case s of I 0, which is s of I is 0, that is p, and then the highest j value will be 5. 5 will be n, so we will get pn as well. So we will print py, pt, ph, po, pn when I value is 0 and j value is from 1 to 5. Is that clear?
Ma'am, what is the significance of line 4 actually? We can also introduce j is equals to I plus 1. Then we can print si as j.
So in this case, significance of I is, here you see, next case what's happening. Next we are not going to print p, correct? Next we want to get y, right? So that y we will update from the I value here. So when I value become 1, okay, when I value become 1, we, anyway, I value become 1, and once after it become 1, we come into 4th line. Here now I plus 1 will become 1 plus 1, 2. So the range of values will be from 2 to 5, 2 3 4 5.
All the time, if I is equals to 0, then j is equals to 0 plus 1. Then we can clearly write j is equals to I plus 1.
No, you are wrong there. So every time I value changes, this starting value also changes. When I value was 0, this starting value was 0 plus 1, 1. When I value become 1 in the second iteration, j value will become 1 plus 1, 2.
Then we can write it clearly. Why we have j in range I plus 1? This is confusing, man.
Now how will you write, how will you change this value? Like you want in the first iteration, you want the length, the range
We can
starting
introduce
from 1.
j.
Mhm.
Yeah. We can
Second
write j
iteration,
is equals to, yeah, we can write j is equals to j is
equal
equal
to
to
what?
I plus 1.
Oh, you're saying j equal to I plus 1 will write somewhere outside.
No,
This is
we have to erase all the four j in range. We have not really write all the things. We can clearly write j is equals to I plus 1 for each j.
okay. I'll do whatever you are saying. So you are saying you'll write something like j equal to I
I plus
plus 1.
yeah.
Okay. See? So you won't get the output that you want. If you want to loop through all these characters and get the combination of this, what we are trying to do, you have to use like nested loops.
Oh, actually, we have to do the P, then Y, P, T, P, H, P, O, P, N, and then we have to start with Y, T, Y, H, Y, O, Y, N.
Yeah.
Then we have T, H. Oh, okay. Okay, man.
Yeah. So you are repeating there, right? So you have to use a for loop
Yeah,
again.
actually, we have to make the pair for each of them. All the
Correct.
unique pair we have to create
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah. So that is the use of loops. When we have to repeat something again and again, we'll use loops.
What is this pattern called?
What is this?
Pattern is called. Does it have a specific name?
This is permutation, right? I think, yeah. All
This
the
is
combination.
permutation.
Okay.
I is equal to N, yeah, plus 1.
Plus 1. Okay. So in the second loop, so once this for loop executes completely from range 1 to 5, you go to outer loop and increment the value of I become 1. You come here it will change, it will start from 2 to length 2 to 5, repeat the process. We'll start with yt, yh, yo, yn. Okay, after that you will again go to the outer for loop. Once the complete inner for loop executes completely, you will go to the outer for loop. There I value again will become 0, 1, 2, right? Now I value is 2. Now we will come here, j will become I plus 1, which is 2 plus 1, 3. So j will range from 3 to 5. This will repeat until when I value become, what is the last value of I here?
5.
5, right. Clear, right? Basics.
And can you repeat the last one?
Last one you want when I value become 5.
From I to 1 to I to 5 actually. How it will operate actually.
Wait. Please repeat. I value.
Okay. Initially we are taking I is equal to 0.
Huh.
Then
We'll
it will
take
be
I equal to 0. Then we'll enter into the for loop. We'll reach here, line number 4 to 5. And here j value will become I plus 1, which is 0 plus 1, 1. So here the range is 1 to 5. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all these execution has to be completed, so that it will exit from this for loop and go back to the outer for loop. Then I will become 2. Then we will come here. Now for j in range, I plus 1 is 2, 2 to 5. We'll repeat the process. After the j value become 5 here, and this line completes its execution, we'll go outer for loop. And again I value will increment and will become 2. Repeat. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright.
Hello.
Yeah.
In the range, increment I plus 1 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next come to 6 now.
You're asking something about here, I guess. Your voice is little bit not clear. I will tell you. So I plus 1, initial case, I was 0. Then I plus 1 is 0 plus 1, 1. 1 to
1.
Length.
Yes.
Length is 6, right? So length minus 1 range will return.
5.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What will happen if you replace if we erase the length actually?
You have to specify something. If you want some other, maybe just 3, then you will get only those combination here though.
If I will replace the 3 with 0 or something, I will not put anything actually.
That is
Then
an
what will
invalid range. I think it won't give any error or invalid, nothing, no error. It's like when you invalid index for string slicing.
Okay, we have to introduce length. What is the length we have to
So
do?
that this value is less than this value.
What if you will not introduce any range?
You mean?
I have to replace all the things. Just I plus 1.
Okay, just I plus 1 means it's valid. So you see, it means 0 to I plus 1. So this will be considered as the end index. End, right?
Okay.
Just like
What is the
for I
output
in
now?
range. So here I plus 1 is just y. So yeah, it's taking
It is
everything.
repeated, it's not unique.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you see this pp y again. Yeah, just trace it, you will understand.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So I'll just go with one question. I have a session at 6. Okay. So given a string is, print all the possible 2-letter permutation without repetition of the letters in the string. So A, B, C. So what you have to get is A, B, A, C, and then B, A, B, C, C, A, C, B. A, B, B, C, C, you shouldn't include. So here they have not given that task thing also, right? So you have to include that as well. If task equal to permutation, task equal to permutation, then you read the input into a string, and then you can use a for loop for I in range. What can be the length of the string? Len of s. You take it, same thing what we have done here. Yeah.
Firstly, A, B, C, then A, B, then C, C, then C, then A, C.
Your voice is very feeble. Like, can you put in the chat box? You see the, I think you asked something about test case. You see the combination A, B, A, C, B, A, B, C, C, A, C, B. Everything we want. Okay. So we have to use one more for loop for J in range. Here what we will give? We have to go till the end of the string, right? From the beginning. So same thing, 0 to len of s. Okay. And then what we have to do? One thing is we don't need A, B, B, C, C, right? So that we have to what we can say, we are going to do with the same string. So I and J shouldn't be equal, right? I not equal to J, those index shouldn't be same. Sorry, column. Yeah. Now once we have this I and J, then we are going to this is in different lines, right? So just print what? S of I and S of J. What should we do? Can we do something like this? We'll see. What is wrong here? We are getting a space between A and B. So better here you can add sep equal to empty, right? Maybe this will work. Otherwise, what you can do, we can do simple concatenation. Sorry, here we have a comma.
Ma'am, we can directly add plus sign in between.
Yeah, s of I plus s of j, that will work. Okay, this is fine. Okay. So clear, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I am stopping.
Now, could you show it
this.
again? Your screen.
Yeah.
Please wait for a second.
Yeah.
There is an error actually in range.
You check the bracket and all.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.